What is up, YouTube? It is the Ville Outdoors here. Today is May 3rd of 2022. I am here at one of my local creeks. It's about 7:15 in the morning, and the goal is to try and get some trout on the board today. Just had my last day of classes for school yesterday, and now we got this week off until we got finals next week, and after that we're done. We'll be able to do a lot more of this, and hopefully traveling to some out-of-town places to try and catch some fish that we haven't seen before or haven't caught much of. But today we're going to be trying to get some stock trout today. It's kind of the awkward time in between stocking periods, so the last time these fish were stocked were probably about 2 weeks or so ago, and they won't be stocked again until probably next week or the week following, at least at my local creeks. But we're going to try and catch some today, see if there's any left in here, and hopefully not too many people took them all home. I'm going to be starting off with this 1/24 ounce rooster tail here, kind of a brown color, which got like black and brown feathering at the bottom. And this is our trout setup. So we got the 6-foot ugly stick GX2, the Shimano Sedona 2500, and then we got Leland's S.O.S 4-pound monofilament trout line. And this is what we're going to be using to try and catch these trout today. Alright guys, I just caught a fish, but it was off camera because I didn't realize my camera battery was as low it was, and it died mid-fight. But we just caught our second fish, or second trout of the video I should say, not second fish, because we did catch a fall fish earlier. But it was a nice little brook trout again. I am back at the creek I fished in the first half of this video, and this is actually 9 days later after the previous footage you just saw. I am done school now completely, and now it is time to just fish every chance we get until I'm forced back into school. But yeah, I caught another little brook trout out of this current run here on the trout magnet, and we're gonna see if we can get some more. There's one. I don't know if that's a trout though. Feels smaller. Oh, it's a trout. It's a smaller guy though. There we go. In the net he goes. Another nice little brookie. Gonna go ahead and take a shot and release this guy. He's not too happy that I caught him. Alright guys, time to release our little trout here. Gonna go ahead and wet our hands, protect this little slime coat. There he is. Just gonna go ahead and dunk him back in the water here, and off he goes. So 2 brook trout, not very far apart from each other, so that is a good sign. Last time I was here I didn't get any bites from any trout, so much more positive at this spot so far than it was the last time I was here. There's another fish on. It's battling me in the current. We're gonna try and get him up in the net here. There we go. Another slimy little brook trout. Let's try and get this guy settled down here. There he is. Another one on the red and black trout magnet. We're gonna go ahead and take a shot and let this guy go. Guys, we got a fish on here. It's a rainbow this time. Let's get in the net here. Stop fooling around. There we go. I would say that's our best one yet. Nice little rainbow there. Gonna have to say they definitely restocked recently, because there was not this much action last time at all. Alright guys, time to release our little rainbow trout here. Hopefully he cooperates for us, and we can do a smooth Easy release. There he is. Not a bad rainbow at all there. We're gonna go ahead and drop it back up. Oh, there he goes. He was a little disoriented at first, but he's good to go. Just slip back on in the water. All came on the black and red trout magnet so far. Should bring my fly rod out here with me next time I go out. See if I can get some on the fly. But all on the black and red trout magnet so far right there. It's only got half of its one tail, but gives a little more finesse action. To catch these fish, I'm just kind of casting upstream a little bit here, and I'm walking it down into the deeper pools here, just letting the current do most of the work, not really reeling it too much. That way it gets down into the water column to where these trout are hanging out at, and we just jig it slightly off the bottom, not even twitching the rod an inch or two, more like half an inch or so. Just letting that current do most of the work for us, and this trout will come out and grab the trout magnet. Might throw a spinner a little later on for the fish that are looking for something a little more fast moving, but we'll see how the day goes. Well guys, we got another one. It's not the one we just had on though. I believe it's another rainbow if I'm not mistaken. Yep. And that he goes. Just a little guy there. I'm not even gonna take a picture of this one, just gonna try and get him unhooked here. Hopefully it doesn't squirm too much. Got him right on the top of the mouth. Hook pops right out. There we go. And back in the water he's gonna go. Perfect catch and release right there. Didn't even handle the fish for 10 seconds. That's what you want to try and do with trout, at least. Handle them as little as possible. Catch, photo, and release. Fish on, guys, fish on. This is just a tiny guy. Tiny little brookie. Just a little guy right there. He felt bigger, but that's because I foul hooked him right on the top of the head. There you go, hook popped out. Just a little guy. My rod is tangled in my net. There we go. There you go, guys. Fish on here. Fish on. This is a bit of a nicer one too. Let's see if we don't lose this one. Another little rainbow. Whoosh. In the net he goes. Another chunker down. Let's try not to get him tangled up in our line here. He keeps flopping around like a savage. Nice thick body rainbow there. Let's take a shot and let him go. Alright guys, time to let our nice rainbow go here. There he is. Back in the water he's gonna go. Off he goes. Nice little rainbow. I think we're up to 5 or 6 one day now, probably closer to 6. Kind of wasn't keeping score, but we're definitely gonna need a new trout magnet. This thing is messed up now. There we go, guys. Switched up colors and we ended up with back-to-back casts with a trout. There we are. Let some line out here so we have more room to handle this guy. Another solid rainbow, if I do say. Another nice one. Alright, time to release this guy. Oh, he did not like that, and he just about got himself hooked again. Alright, there we go. Another juicy one there. Back in the water he's gonna go. Alright, time to get this hook out of the net and get back in there, because the bite has been popping off this morning. Not gonna lie. There you guys. Another one. Another little guy. Not as small as the last one, but still fairly small comparatively. Bite is just popping off today. We love to see it. There we go. Nice little brook. And off he goes. Let's see if we can get another one. These have all been on the black and blue trout magnet now after I switched up. My black and red one was destroyed by the first like 6 or so fish I caught. Now we got the black and blue one putting in some work for us. There you guys, fish on here. Switched up to a rooster tail spinner and got one of my first casts. Another nice little rainbow trout here. Gotta go ahead and take a shot and release this guy. Alright, the release on that fish got cut off because my battery died again. But battery is back charged up. I am at 1 fish on the rooster tail so far. Let's see what else damage we can do with it. I just like to keep my rod tip down when I'm fishing the rooster tail. It helps it get farther down when fishing this current. And it keeps that blade spinning a bit better, I've found. So whenever we get bites, we just pull up. And it should be fish on right after that. You can also sling these rooster tails pretty good when fishing with light line. And there's another one. That's a smaller guy though. That one's real small. In the net you go. Oh, almost jumped right out. Alright, come on. Back in the water you go. That one had a real stubby nose. These fish just aren't winning today. They know I'm back in town, and they are not having it. Putting the hammer down. On the rooster tail here. Brookie this time. Just another small guy. There he is. And there he goes. Just quick, easy release. Battling through the current here. It's an interesting fight here. It's not a bad brook. Probably one of the better brook trout of the day. Oh yeah. It's a healthy brook trout there. It's not a spot I usually cast to catch trout here, but I figured there would be one over there somewhere. Just get my rooster tail out of the net so he doesn't re-hook himself. There he goes. Nice brook trout there, nice and thick. We gotta go ahead and take a shot and release this guy. Alright guys, time to release our brook trout here. Gonna wet our hands. Oh boy. There we go. Nice thick brook trout there on the rooster tail. Off he goes. The spot's relatively shallow over there, but there is some deep pockets with like sand bottom. I've been to this creek so many times, I know almost where any deep spot is. And typically the trout don't like congregate around there because it's just like one little spot here or there. But you can usually find one that's just hanging out over there. So I just cast it over there just to see if anything was over there, and produced a fish on the first cast over there. So we're gonna cast over there again, see if anything happens. There's something. It's another little brookie, I believe. Yep. There he is, hook popped right out. There he is, just a little guy. Back in the water he goes. It's catching a ton out here this morning. It's not even fair. First it was a trout magnet. Now it's the rooster tail put them all in the net. Getting her done. Fish on, guys, fish on. Another tough battle through the current, even though it's not a big fish. Oh, and he popped off. Oh well. What are you gonna do? We caught enough today. I'm not too concerned about losing an average size one. There's another one, just like that. This one's slightly better than the last one. The one that we just lost at the... Decided to give me a nice taste of the water there, this guy. Got him right on the side of the mouth. I'm gonna get this guy unhooked here and let him back in the water. There he goes. Whew. Guy slimed up my rooster tail pretty good right there. I think he tangled it up pretty good too. Got another fish on here, guys. A little brook trout. I didn't think there was that many over there, but there is. There's a good amount over there. Another decent sized one. Short and fat this guy is. There we go. Just gonna let him go here. There is one spot that's pretty deep and pretty long, and it's where all these fish have came from. Just one singular hole there hanging around. It's all about reading the stream and looking for any deep spots when it comes to catching these things, and that one just hit out of nowhere. Oh my gosh. Nice little rainbow. Hit like a truck. An absolute unit. Where did I even hook them? Right on the corner of the mouth. Right where you like to hook them. There we go. Back in the water he's gonna go. Guys, yet another one out of this hole here. It's just not fair. Not fair anymore for these fish. I'm gonna have to retire officially after today. These fish are taking a beating. There's another one. Lord knows how many that is for today right now. Probably passing the 15 mark at this rate. Guys, we got fish right on right now. I'm trying to battle them through the current here. It's not working out so well. Oh, and I think now we got him. There we go. Not a bad one there. Probably one of our nicer ones. There he is. Just gonna let him go back in the current here. Fish on, guys. Fish on. Another rainbow. There we go. Nearing the end of the hole here, and we got our second fish out of it. There we go. Back in the water he goes. Off to swim another day. See if we can get one or two more before we have to end the video and hop spots. There we go, fish on, guys. This is probably gonna be the one that concludes our video if we can land them. He's deep in the current here. There we go. Nice healthy brook trout to end the video on. Absolutely slayed it today. Caught a ton on the trout magnet and on the rooster tail. The trout could not keep up with us. That one's missing part of his gills here, but beautiful looking fish for a stock trout even. And he's gonna go back to swim another day. Whew. Yeah, but for my first outing of the summer, this is not bad at all. I expected to catch some fish at this spot, but not that many. So I'm really appreciative that we were able to do that and that this creek is able to produce this much. I think they definitely must have stocked this fairly recently. Like I said, I'll have to take my fly rod out for a spin at this creek and see if we can catch any on the fly rod, because I have yet to break my new one in yet. But yeah, great morning out here on the creek. Like I said, I might hop over to another creek and check that out, maybe film a second video today, but we'll see how it looks when I get there. But yeah, killed it today. This is the setup I was using today. Once again, it's the Ugly Stik Elite graphite rod. It's a 6-foot medium fast action rod, and we got the Shimano Sedona 2500, and then we got 4-pound Leland lures S.O.S trout line. This is monofilament line, and this is the rooster tail we were using here today, the Worden's rooster tail, 1/24 ounce, just plain brown really. And before that we were using the trout magnet, both the black and red and the black and blue color with a gold trout magnet dart, 1/64 ounce jig head. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, enjoyed watching me catch some fish. Maybe you guys learned a little something. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below and like this video, and stay tuned for more episodes of the Ville Outdoors coming your way soon. On that note, I will see you guys next time.